afternoon, good morning, good evening, and welcome to another session here called What Now? Where we're going to talk about the US dollar CAD, we're going to talk about the CAD Swiss as we've been following the trade setups throughout the process of the last probably, year and a half. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and talk about exactly what the market's doing at this point in time, so we can go ahead and evaluate what the next step is going to be. Now, traders, go ahead and brace yourself. We're going to go ahead into some deep market analysis. We're going to talk about what to look out for over the next few days as we head into the weekend. And so with that being said, traders, I'll see you guys right after this. Alrighty. So traders, if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, make sure you go ahead and do so. When we go live, you will know about it. Make sure you also click the notification bell, so when we do go live, you get notified that we are going live as well. There'll be more content coming down the line, so make sure you guys are subscribed. Also, make sure you go ahead and check out my Telegram, my Instagram, as well as my Telegram channel. Go ahead and check that out as well. And all you got to do is just type up FX Big Dog and you'll find me. All right. Especially the Telegram channel, the Instagram. Go ahead and make sure you subscribe to my Telegram, my Instagram account, as well as my X account, Twitter, old Twitter, but X. Yeah. Go make sure you go ahead and follow me on that as well, because there's a lot of stuff that we're going to be talking about over the next few weeks that you must absolutely get this information. You have to get this information because there's a lot of changes in the market. If you haven't realized this already, there's been a lot of changes in the market environment. And so it's important, traders, that we understand what's going on. I'm going to give you a very short indication of what we are going to be focused on, because you've got to realize where the smart money is and where the dumb money is. And we're going to go into those details at this in this session. So it's going to be pretty interesting. Make sure you guys share this video with as many people as you possibly can, so we can make sure we get this video out there and get people educated on what's happening in the market. Now, what I'm going to be showing you today is going to be pretty much used on any sort of market and any sort of time frame. And what the most important part right there, or the beginning start, or the start, or the process that we go through right from the beginning, would be identifying where we are in the market. Are we in accumulation? Are we in manipulation? Are we in distribution? And then once we establish where we are, then we have to establish, are we still on the buy side or on the sell side of that curve? And by understanding that, you can then feel more confident trading that direction. So directional bias is essential, and you can look at the different types of sort of directional bias based on larger time frames, smaller time frames. But then what you do is you look at the larger time frames and you look for entry models on the lower time frame. So if you look for directional bias on the larger time frame, you can use a what they call market maker model on the larger time frame, and then you use a lower time frame to actually look for an entry model. And we're going to go into those details, because I'm sure a lot of you are sitting here right now thinking to yourself, specifically for those in the CAD Swiss, how the heck is this thing going to go up? Or is this pair going to go up? Is the CAD Swiss going to continue to rally? Is the US dollar CAD going to continue to fall? All right, so we're going to look at these type of things. And then also, very importantly, we've got to make sure that we don't get caught up in what we call turtle soup. Turtle soup is basically the market moving inside in accumulation, and then looking for a manipulative move, but then moving back to the draw of liquidity. All right, so you got your external draw, and then you got your internal draw. Let me go into the details so you can understand better what I'm talking about. All right, so if I go ahead and share this chart right here, and this is the type of setup that we're looking for. if the market, and let me explain this. So what we have is we have the market sitting in a range. And this is your internal range, right? And then you've got your draw of liquidity up here, which is buy side. And you've got your sell side, yes, sell side liquidity over here. So you've got buy side up here. And then you've got your internal. Now, this is external up here. This is external down here. And this is your internal structure. Now, based on the directional bias, based on the fact that we've been coming from the top and we're moving our way down, we can identify that our actual draw of liquidity is going to be sitting down here. This is the draw right here. And so what we're looking for right here, and these are things that we've got to be real careful about, is that when price breaks out to the upside right here, we've got to have reason why it's breaking up. And so the breakout could be that the market's moving to a fair value gap. It could be that it's moving to a sort of buy side internal liquidity level. And so when we see this insufficiency or we see it rebalance, we also know then price is going to move and draw, or at least move towards the draw of the liquidity, which is to the downside. And so this becomes our turtle soup move. All right, it moves, and this is where we're going to go. Let me see if I can draw a little turtle here. I don't know. Is that a little turtle? You get the idea. All right. So we're looking at the market moving down. And so with that being the case, we're going to go ahead and look over here on our chart. So here we got the CAD Swiss sitting up over here. We notice, okay, if we look at this chart right here, what is the draw of liquidity? That's the important one. And we've got a draw sitting up over here. Now, how do I know that this is the draw? All right, we've got to justify this too, because some might say, well, big dog, isn't the draw down here? Isn't that the draw of liquidity down there? And well, it would be if we weren't on the buy side of the curve. All right, if there's a reversal that sets up here, we could be heading to the downside. Now, there is a fair value gap. This is a daily fair value gap sitting over here. And so we're trading inside this fair value gap. And so what's important for us, traders, is that we would like to see the market trade through that fair value gap, because that means that we're trading above resistance. All right? And if we don't, then traders, yes, we could move to the sell side of the curve and we could be heading back down south to this draw of liquidity. I know that's not what we want, but we've got to be realistic about what's going on. All right? So this is the thing. If I look at this right here, and I go ahead and say, all right, well, the focus right now should be on the buy side of the curve. All right? So if I go to this 4 hour and I zoom in a little bit closer up here, what I'm going to be doing is paying attention to the break of structure. So here we go. We've got the market breaking through structure right here. All right, there we go. Break of structure. All right. Then we have got, and I'm going to kill out all of these other details here because that is done. So we're going to go ahead and look at and say, all right, well, now that we've got this sitting up here, all right, we've got a break of structure. Then what we're going to look for is if price is going to move back. And by the way, if you put Fibonacci's up here and you connect the low high right here, what do you see? You see price coming to the 1.6, all right? Now, that means we are now looking for the market to move into a fourth wave move and then break further up. So I'm pretty confident that we're going to see this type of structure developing. And if we can break back above here, we should be on our way to the races. All right? Now, again, this could be, and some of you might even be saying, well, Big Dog, could this not be an ABC correction move and prices moving down south? Well, that could be, but we've got to see reversal first, right? Now, also, if you take a look at the daily time frame right here, you can also see that price has come. And let me see if I can pull up the weekly, remove all this jog out here. Price has come back to retest this level, all right? This 6,300 level right here is very crucial, all right? Now, this is the weekly time frame. You can see the candle right here. It is giving us a good indication because traders, when the market fails to break below that low, then, which, by the way, looks like it will by the end of the week, then that means that we are sitting up in a bullish bias here in the weekly, and we're looking for price to target here at 64.20. So as we are sitting right now, the weekly is giving us that bullish bias. And so therefore, when we go to the 4 hour, we see that the 4 hour is moving into the buy side of the curve. That means that we're bullish. we know now that price is going to continue to rally, and it's going to chase after that buy side liquidity that we pulled out right about here. Right there it is. Buy side is sitting at around about 64.13. Perfectly where we want to go to, because that is the weekly range high. Now, let's pay attention to the details down here. If I look over here, I see the market pull back. Now I see a nice little rally. And so in this rally, I want to look at two things. Number one, I want to see if price could pull back down. Well, we got this area right here, right? This area that is, and let me see if I can get rid of that. I got that area right there that's acting as, oh, why does that keep doing that? Stop. All right, I got this area right here acting as a good level of breaker block. I've got a nice little breaker block sitting over here, or an order block sitting there that's protecting the position, and then we can see here that this is definitely becoming support. So we've got solid support coming off right here, right there at that breaker structure. And so as I go ahead and look at further, sure, price could come down here, but as you can see right here, traders, we're sitting with a 4-hour fair value gap sitting over here. And as price goes ahead and tests it, you can see right here where it spiked down, and we're coming back up. If we end up closing back above here, guess what? We're heading higher, okay? We're going higher. So this is the retracement. So if I go ahead and put my Fibonacci in here, from the low to the high right here, you can see price pull back to a less than 382 retracement. In fact, you try to get to the 382 bound, actually got to a 382 bounds, try to get to the 50. Didn't do that. And so this happens a lot when we're looking at insufficiency. We'd like to see the market balance, so the 50 I wouldn't disrespect the market when it comes to the 50. This would certainly be a good level right here, but I don't see any fair value gap sitting over there. So I'm more likely to think that this area right here will hold price as price goes up higher, as we start chasing after that mid 30 or 6,300. All right, so I'm paying attention to this, but I am still on the buy side of the curve, so I'm thinking still bullish all the way up here to this buy side at 64.13. So this is where I'm anticipating price to go. Now, traders, if we do not break above here, or let's say this, if price does go above here, all right, and we do see new sell side being tested there, and it goes there, and then it comes back down, we may see price come down a little lower. And this is the turtle soup that we're talking about right here, right? If price sits in a little bit of consolidation right here, but we see a little breakout here, then this could be the turtle soup for price to go to that liquidity. Here is the turtle soup here that could appear. Now, for those that follow me, you'll probably see this as an irregular flat pattern. All right, there's different terminologies out there, but it's all the same thing, right? It's all the same thing. So we could see the market create this turtle soup, which irregular flat pattern, then break out and go to the fifth wave target. All right. So again, I'm still very confident we will see a further upside move in the CAD Swiss franc. Now, moving into the last pair of the night, and this is US dollar CAD. Where is US dollar CAD going to? Well, let's just break it down here. Traders, remember, we've got the market creating consolidation, right? And we always have to. We have to create that structure, right? So we have the market creating this. Then what we're going to look for is manipulation, which we've got, right? Manipulation. And this is where our maker model stands. We've got the market setting up here on this. This is the buy side of the curve. This is our model. We're on the sell side of the curve. So we're going to continue, even if there's a retracement, we're going to continue to sell. Because why? Because this is our draw down here at 35.90. Our draw of liquidity is down here, so we'll be expecting price to continue to work back down. I'll be looking for turtle soup setups. That'll give us better entry points with bigger opportunities to the downside. If I go closer to where the market's trading right now, and we look at what's happening right here in this 4-hour time frame, let's go ahead and put some technical charts on, technical analysis here. And if I go to this 4-hour, I can see that price just came up. Let's go ahead and kill this. Price just came up here and retested that fair value gap right here. All right. I can see that we have a swing. All right. And this is also important right here. Take a look at this. See this? We had price going down here, coming back up. We turtle souped at the top. We headed back down south. We came to the 1.618. What happened? Price goes up to the fair value gap. Now we should be selling off. All right. So we should be heading south on the US dollar CAD. And again, we're going to chase after this daily fair value gap sitting over here. So we're definitely going to have a rough ride when we hit the 136.63 level. And if price bounces off there, we could see a little bit of retracement on that. If it goes through that, traders, there's no doubt in my mind that 35.90 is on the card. And we're going to see how the market closes below this. We'll definitely move to the weekly and maybe even the monthly time frame to see how this time frame closes out as we start breaking below this level right here. All right, this level there. Sorry, my bad. So as we start breaking through this level right there, I would like to see a nice bearish candle, something like this, on the weekly, maybe the monthly, and that might be a retest. So we can go ahead and look to sell right there at the top, and then look for price to work its way back down to this draw of liquidity down here, and that's around about 3,200, give or take a few. All right, traders, be excited. There's some good opportunities popping along right here. Now, listen here. These are not only the two currency pairs that we're going to be paying attention to. Traders, if you have not heard of it yet, make sure you check out Traders Network Club. There are some changes that are going to be made that are going to be focused on CRT trading. It's going to be focused on market maker models. And we're going to put all of that stuff together in 3 different types of memberships, where you have your entry level, where you have your more advanced, and of course you have your professional. You have your 3 different type of entries, where we're going to take you by the hand and help you through this process. We have live sessions, we've got live trading, we've got automation, we've got all the tools you need in order to be able to be successful. Because what we certainly want to do, we certainly want to get to a point where we help you and educate you to understand that when it comes to trading, you've got to understand the model, you've got to understand where the smart money is, and you've got to understand where the dumb money is going to be. Because we don't want to be caught up in these type of surprises as happened on the weekend, or at least the open after the weekend. Those surprises can be absolutely frightening. And I, for one, said for about a week before it happened, I don't know what it is, but traders, we're looking at the CADCHF moving down to 6,300 and a sweep of 6,300. And we're going to see a sweep of that because there are going to be sell stops at those levels, and people are going to be wiped out. It's going to be brutal. It's going to be a bloodbath, and it was. And we're going to try and make sure that you are educated to know and understand exactly why the market does what it does, so that you can be better prepared. But not only that, the most important thing about trading is understanding market direction, understanding how to manage your risk, and also for those that are interested in trading with stop losses and using risk-reward ratios as a 1-to-8, 1-to-6, 1-to-4, those are the things that are going to be educated and traded inside the VIP trading sessions, and that is going to be with Cameron. All right, so make sure, traders, that you guys get connected. Check out Traders Network Club. And also, by the way, love you guys, appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys stay safe. I'm going to be out of town for about a week, so you'll probably not be hearing from me for much, but I will be back on the 19th, ready to rock and roll and tackle this market once again. So be safe, and I'll see you next time. This is FX Big Dog, signing off.